Scott, you want to slate that for me?
Matt, go take another sip of that cappuccino, okay?
right.
And quit being so dainty. Get some foam on your nose. Come on.
There's a lot of foam in that thing.
It's like it's out of Seattle, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You are a cheerleader for everything Seattle. That's good.
Well, you and I, last time we talked, we had a little bit of a discussion about footballs and teams.
Yeah. Well.
So congratulations to
Thank you. It was that was incredible. That was seriously incredible.
So when you got the script for this, what was it that attracted you so much to want to take this role on?
Oh, it was Zhang Yimou, who was the director. I've been following him for 25 years. I mean, he's a real brilliant director, and worked, almost primarily in China. And so I didn't think that I'd ever get a chance to, that there would ever be a role for me in one of his films. And then he came to me with this thing, and he was like, "Look, it's this big East meets West, monster movie."
Yeah.
and so it was, I'd never done anything like this at all. It was like this huge, big popcorn, really fun movie. But more than that, it was just him. If he'd come to me with like, "Hey, it's the phone book and it's two people reading it in a room," I'd be like, "Yeah, I'd like to do that."
Damon signs on. There's been some criticism of this movie. People just don't seem to quite understand going into it what it is, because they look at the title and they think it's some sort of dramatic history movie. But the way you just described it, of East meets West with monsters, I mean, it's a fantasy movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a creature feature. It's a monster movie. So when there was a kind of a kerfuffle around it, I think that really had to do with the people saw the title. I think it was the one sheet. They saw the Great Wall, and then it was my face, and they were like, "Well, what the hell is he doing there?" You know what I mean? So, but we'll see. If I doubt that'll persist after people actually see the movie.
Well, it shouldn't, because once you see it, you see how epic it is and the visuals of it, and it's a cool story, and it's really, like you said, it's a popcorn movie. It's a lot of fun.
And the whole point of this production was that it was the biggest Chinese and international co-production ever. So the whole idea was that it was Westerners and like Chinese cast and Western cast all together, and so nobody was taking anybody else's job, and but look, those discussions are important to have, and people are having them a lot more now, and I think the level of awareness has really been kind of raised all around, and that's good, and it'll continue to be good, and the more stories we get out there about the more different types of people, the better for everybody.
Yeah. Back to Seattle now, because you have some ties, you have some connections with Amazon and Mr. Bezos.
Of course,
Manchester by the Sea, congratulations.
Thank you.
What is it about Amazon that you see as being such an interesting part of the future of filmmaking?
Well, look, I can certainly speak to, without trying to project. I mean, Jeff would be a much better kind of spokesperson for what their strategy is, but I can only say that we could not have asked for anything more from them as partners. They came in, they saw the movie, they scooped it up, they paid us more than what was fair for it, and they have backed us. They have been just phenomenal partners, and that's really, this movie was made for $9 million, and to get a movie like that out in front of people is really expensive, and it's really, really hard to do. And had someone else, it had been kind of a classic distribution model, it would have opened in a couple cities and then disappeared. And but because Amazon could really push it and support it, and then it's gonna live on their platform forever, so many more people are gonna see it. And that's really what we want as filmmakers, especially when you're making something as a labor of love like this. You're trying to find an audience, and they made that possible. So I wish the best for them. They're kind of proving that they're a prestige content provider, and I think that living on Amazon and kind of they're going to just build this beautiful library up, and that's really great for all of us.
Hey, thanks for being such a good guy, always.
Yeah,
Good to
thank
see
you.
you.